Well, good evening, welcome to the channel. Mr. Marsh here out on the west coast. I have a whole series of friction folder builds coming up. This whole series of builds are going to be called friction folder adventures for a certain reason. One is I'm learning how to build friction folders, and it's just an adventure to find out if I can achieve it, how good they're going to be, and I hope that you're going to learn along with me. Anybody that's very experienced in this field, feel free to make a comment. You know, without me making blunders and trying to correct them, or people making comments about what I could do better, it's going to be a lot harder for me to achieve exactly what I want. So in the first video I got this knife to this point. Now the knife is at this point. It's actually been stripped back down for certain reasons that will become apparent if you keep watching the video. So I'd really love it if you could stick around and subscribe and learn with me how to build friction folders. So without any more jibber jabber, let's get on with it. Okay, now that I've cut the profile, what size hole? This is the pivot pin I'm going to use, 4.75 this time. So that's going to be a 4.5mm drill bit, and at the moment I'm not sure how I'm going to get it out to the bigger size. Right, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a small hole in there so I can at least start the process of trying to line everything up. Good morning everyone. Saturday morning, bit more time for the workshop. Continuing on with this friction folder build. You've seen what I've done so far. I guess along with any kind of build, the last time I tried to make a folding knife there were so many things to overcome, so many little issues that you forget to film some of it. So that is why you didn't see me filming filing out this choil. You'll notice that this bit I filed out and this bit I filed out are very critical to where the knife opens to and stops at, and that is this little standoff pin right here. Now it's a little bit unorthodox, I don't see people doing it this way, and the other thing I've noticed on a little bit of research is that these stop pins are usually made of hardened steel, and I think the reason they do this is when this is hardened then it's going to wear this stop pin out pretty quick, I assume. Because this is really still a prototype, I'm not going to worry about it at this stage. So you can see here I've also made these washers, phosphor bronze washers. They're a little bit thick, but I'm going to go with it because it's all I've got. And I wanted to make them nice and big so that they'll give plenty of support between the liners, the scales essentially. And I think that is really important if you want to, you know, for that nice and central opening, closing, and keeping that blade really bang in the middle between the scales. I've also got to decide, by the way, what kind of scales I'm going to use, what kind of spacer I'm going to use. Yeah, so at the moment I've got these bits of timber here that I've put on the surface grinder and ground down to 6mm. That surface grinder, by the way, is really good. I'm so glad I built it. I'm using it for more than just grinding blades nice and flat. At the moment, so I'm going to use, because I haven't got any composite material, I haven't got any G10 or anything like that, even though that's what I prefer to use. And what I've also done is cleaned up these liners a little bit. This is the inside and I've jeweled them a little bit just to keep it nice and tidy. I think today the next thing I've got to do is heat treat the blade.